Yeah, that's right. Run. Oh, you.
¡Ah! ¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Flip the camera around and show what's in front of you. Well, look at what's in front of me. What is personal space? Attenzione, pickpocket! Attenzione!
Screaming from the bathroom. I wonder what it could be, Gnocchi. I wonder what the screaming could be.
No. No!
Hi, excuse me, I had an appointment for today.
He's new.
Oh.
Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, The Evening Ritual of My Two Furry Lords. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it, no hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. There are few joys in life, quite like opening the front door after a long day of work. I pushed it open dramatically, expecting my two cats to run toward me in slow motion, tails high, eyes sparkling with recognition, like in a cheesy commercial for cat food. In my imagination, they would leap into my arms as though I were their beloved hero returning from battle. Reality, however, was far less flattering. Instead of two affectionate greeters, I was met with complete silence. The only welcoming committee I got was the faint jingling of their collars from somewhere in the living room. I set my bag down, took off my shoes, and braced myself for the cold truth. My cats had already eaten. My mother had, as always, beaten me to the task of feeding them dinner. She has a soft spot for them, possibly even softer than the one she has for me. According to her, the cats look at her with those little hungry eyes, which is her excuse for overfeeding them at least twice a week. And when cats are full, their loyalty shifts faster than Wi-Fi signals in a storm. So, instead of rushing to me, my furry lords had already chosen to retire to their favorite spots, ignoring my dramatic entrance altogether. I spotted them eventually. One was sprawled like a retired king on top of the sofa, belly exposed, legs sticking out at angles that made him look more like a broken stuffed animal than a dignified feline. The other had taken up his usual position by the window, staring outside with the intense focus of a security guard who takes his night shift far too seriously. I stood there, hands on hips, waiting for some acknowledgement. Surely, after 8 hours of separation, I deserved at least a flick of the tail, maybe a meow of recognition. Nothing. Sofa Cat blinked lazily at me, as if to say, You again? Didn't we settle this morning's breakfast already? Window Cat gave me a slow side glance, then returned to surveying the suspicious activities of a passing pigeon. Really? I asked out loud, my voice dripping with mock betrayal. I work all day, and this is the reception I get? Cold shoulders and heavy breathing. Sofa Cat yawned so wide I thought his jaw might unhinge. Window Cat twitched his ears, unimpressed. My mother, passing by with a knowing smile, added fuel to the fire. They were so good while you were gone. They ate their dinner and went straight to their spots. Unlike someone, they don't need drama. Drama? Me? Never. But perhaps she was right. My cats had their evening ritual, one that apparently did not involve waiting eagerly at the door for their hard-working human. They had chosen their thrones for the night, one ruling over the couch cushions, the other watching the kingdom of the backyard. Their loyalty was divided evenly between food and routine, with no extra space reserved for me. I decided not to take this humiliation lying down. I approached Sofa Cat first, crouching dramatically beside him like a detective interrogating a suspect. So, I whispered, was dinner worth forgetting me? Was it salmon? Chicken? Or did Grandma bribe you with the forbidden tuna? He didn't answer, of course. Instead, he stretched, rolled over, and continued his nap, leaving me with nothing but the faint smell of cat food lingering in the air. Next, I moved to Window Cat. And you? I accused, pointing a very serious finger at him. You think you're on watch duty, but I know you're just pretending to be busy so you don't have to greet me. Is this pigeon more important than me? For a moment, I thought I saw guilt in his eyes. But then he licked his paw, wiped it across his face, and continued ignoring me. The betrayal was complete. At that point, I realized the absurdity of the situation. Here I was, an adult human, arguing with two cats who clearly considered me an amusing but unnecessary side character in their evening drama. My mother, shaking her head, muttered something about me needing to get out more. But honestly, who needs social life when you've got two feline comedians keeping your ego in check? Finally, I gave up my interrogation and joined them in their ritual. I sank into the armchair next to Sofa Cat, stretched my legs out, and let out a sigh that matched his. Window Cat flicked his tail once, which I decided to interpret as a sign of acceptance. Maybe I wasn't the star of their show tonight, but at least I was part of the cast. And in the quiet comfort of that moment, with my cats lounging in their chosen spots and my mother humming from the kitchen, I realized something important. Love doesn't always show itself in dramatic gestures. Sometimes it looks like a belly-up nap, or a quiet watch by the window, or simply the comfort of knowing that no matter how ordinary the evening feels, you're home, and so are they. In many ways, the scene of coming home to find the cats already fed and settled mirrors modern life perfectly. We often expect grand recognition for our efforts, whether at work, in relationships, or in everyday responsibilities, but reality rarely plays out like the dramatic version we imagine in our heads. Just like the cats, people around us may quietly carry on with their own routines, not because they don't appreciate us, but because their way of showing love is different. This teaches us an important lesson. Fulfillment doesn't always come from external validation. In today's fast-paced world, where social media amplifies our craving for attention and acknowledgement, it's easy to forget that peace often lies in the ordinary, quiet moments. Instead of chasing constant applause, we can focus on the comfort of simply being home, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Whether it's sitting with family, enjoying a pet's silent companionship, or resting in a familiar space, these small rituals anchor us. The advice here is simple. Don't measure your worth by how loudly others celebrate you. Instead, learn to find joy in subtle, everyday gestures of connection. True love and stability are often silent, but deeply consistent.